All right, Andy Broadway here, and again, I'm with Richard, and this is another segment in a series of interviews. And the question that came in was, my construction loan is not in default. Construction is progressing, but what should I be thinking about now as construction nears completion?
That's a good question, and it's one that's not coming up too often right now because folks that own operating hotels, retail, office, that's where the questions are really coming from. But there is a lot of construction going on out there. Just drive around any major central business district, and you'll still see a lot of cranes. And these are products that have an ultimate use, have a pre-programmed use. Might be pre-leased to some extent, but you got to start asking your question, when is the construction going to be done? Are the leases that I thought I was going to have still valid? And what will my cash flow look like on the day this construction is finished? And how fast can I lease it up now that we've got a COVID mess on our hands? And folks are going to be reducing rents here, there, and everywhere on competitive products that maybe you didn't program into your pro forma. So you've got to start rebuilding your operating pro forma with the best information that you can come up with. Because if you don't have a takeout loan, and most construction loans are made without a permanent part to them, you're going to have to roll that into a permanent loan, and it's going to be all about the cash flow. So how do you redevelop the pro forma that you went in and gave to the lender to underwrite that loan originally? What's it look like now? How can you build a story to say it's going to be okay, or here's where we're going to need a modification? So you need that strategy done ahead of time. Because, if a lender sees that you're 9 months away from being finished, he's going to want to know, what do the prospects look like for leasing? Are your pre-lease commitments going to hold? Are they going to ask for rent reductions? So you got to start rebuilding that pro forma in today's market, knowing that we're going to be in a damaged part of the cycle now for probably 18 months.
Now, is that something that your organization and that your team can strategically put together accurately so that when that pro forma is represented to the lender, that it is in a language and in a comfortable package that they understand?
Yeah, I mean, we will work with the owner to do our very best to document what that future cash flow is going to be. We don't have a crystal ball as to how much, for instance, an office building cash flow is going to be damaged because of COVID once a property comes out of the construction cycle into the permanent loan cycle. So we work closely with the owner, also with evolving market data and new comps that are being developed for rental rates, rental concessions, and tenant finishes that have to be offered to folks to get them in that building. So we've been building pro formas for, well, if you look at the collective wisdom of our team, over 150 years. And it's sometimes best that you have a liaison like us to deliver those pro formas and the strategies alongside of you to the lender.
Well, that sounds like a great solution for someone that owns a property like this or that is in the middle of construction, that having that plan to, in other words, pivot a little bit and get it positioned properly. So how does a construction company reach you, and what's the best way to communicate with you?
Yeah, well, with developers that have a project of sorts under construction, they can reach us at richardhollowell.com. Our qualifications are there. I personally have worked on a variety of different I call them interrupted construction products, where construction was just shut down. We had to revamp a project. We had to build it out. I've done several of those along the way. So you don't want to shut down your construction job if you can all help it. Finishing the job is paramount. Staying on budget is paramount. We can help you look at those types of issues and feed information to your lender. So you can find out about us at richardhollowell.com.